Hey everyone, welcome to the City Escape. This marks my 100th video on the channel, and I'm pretty excited because 4 years ago when I started this show, I really didn't think it was going to amount to anything. And here we are now, 4 years later, 15,000 subscribers, 2.6 million views, and I get to chat with people and talk to people from all over the world. It's just been a lot of fun, and it combines the two things that I really love, which is videography and grilling. So here we are now. It is a beautiful, perfect day here at the City Escape, and I'm going to fire up the Weber Kettle and make some beer can chicken. Stick around. You're going to love this one. The first thing I'm going to show you today is how to set up your grill, because you really can't just throw the beer can chicken straight onto the Weber Kettle. I start with a rack. The beer can fits into the rack, and then that will go up into the cavity of the chicken so that the chicken stands vertically on the grill. The problem is when you put the lid on, the whole setup is too tall and the skin of the chicken will actually be touching the top of the grill, and that's not ideal. Now, if you have a Master Touch like I do, they have this center cut ring here, and you can take that out. This is called the Gourmet Barbecue System, and you can buy a beer can chicken rack that fits into this circle cutout. But if you don't have this circle cutout on your grill, I want to show you how you can set up your Weber Kettle so that you can make a beer can chicken without the top of the chicken touching the bottom of the lid. Place 2 bricks on the bottom grate with your baskets on either side of the bricks. And you really don't even need the charcoal baskets, so if you don't have them, don't worry. And we're going to take our beer can chicken setup and place it right into a cast iron pan on top of those bricks in the center of the grill. With this setup, you're going to be a few inches lower in the grill, and it's going to provide that clearance between the chicken and the lid. And now for the beer, what you want to do is you want to use a can of cheap beer. You don't have to use your good IPAs. You could even use water if you want to. Pour out about half of the beer, so you're going to be working with a half a can of beer. And next we're going to take a paring knife or another small sharp knife, and we're going to poke some holes in the top of the can. So the whole point of this is that the beer can is going to be up inside the cavity of the chicken. The beer is going to boil, and that steam is going to release up through the holes and into the breast meat, keeping it nice and juicy. Then take your favorite rub, and I like to use a barbecue rub here, but feel free to use whatever rub you like, and season up the beer so that we're going to have some nice flavorful steam going up inside that chicken. Then we'll place our rack inside a cast iron pan. This is a 10-inch cast iron pan. And we'll place the beer can right into the rack. And now it's time for the chicken. And all we're going to do is we're going to season this up with the same exact rub that we used for the beer. Just get it all over the bird, top, bottom, inside and out, wings and legs. Then once the chicken is all seasoned, you want to take your setup and place the bird legs first so that the beer can goes up into the cavity of the chicken and the chicken stands upright on the setup. And our beer can chicken is officially ready for the grill. The next thing we're going to do is get our charcoal into the grill, and I'm using a mixture of Kingsford briquettes with Fogo brand lump charcoal that I had in my grill left over from last night's cook. And I like to use a long pair of tongs to get the coals situated exactly where I want them. And then we'll carefully place in our cast iron pan holding our beer can chicken. And now I'm inserting a digital temperature probe into the thickest part of the thigh, making sure that it doesn't touch any bone. I'm going to add in a couple of pecan wood chunks for some nice smoky flavor. And then we're going to close the lid and grill this for about 20 minutes a pound, or until the thermometer reads 165 degrees Fahrenheit. And I can't think of a better way to spend a Saturday afternoon in the fall than being here at the cottage about 2.5 hours outside of New York City. Alright, we're going to take a look now, see how we're doing. Right here we've got our thermometer at 131 degrees. And here we are cooking right around about 350. I don't know if you can really see that or not. Shadow maybe. Yeah, there you go. And for the vents, I've got the vents now about halfway open on top, and of course down at the bottom here they're fully open. So let's see, how's the dog doing? There's my dog, Daisy. Hey, you. She's doing all right. Now we're gonna pop the lid, see how this chicken looks. Wow, coming along mighty fine. It's getting a little burned on the edge on the one side there. Yeah, I'll rearrange the coals a little bit. Well, we're almost done. And here we are now a few minutes later, and our temperature is exactly where I want it. And I'm gonna go ahead and remove the chicken. As you can see, a few minutes ago I placed on some tin foil because the skin was burning on one side and I didn't want it to get too burned up. Remove the temperature probe, and wearing grill gloves and using a towel, being very careful. This is super hot. Get our beer can chicken off the grill, and let's get it out of the cast iron pan. And man, I wish you could smell this. It smells so good, and I am definitely ready to eat. Okay, so we have our beer can chicken here, and one of the real challenges is getting the bird off of the can. So we're gonna see if we can do this with the tongs here, shredding the bird up. If I can grab the can with my gloves. You gotta remember, there's like boiling beer in here, so it gets a little tricky. There we go. Now it's off. And there is our lovely chicken. Let me get rid of this glove here. Oh, let me get rid of this beer. Put that over here. And then see if I can situate this chicken so it looks pretty. Alright, there we go. Ah, it is fall. So we've got our beer can chicken. The skin split here. I'll give that a little taste. I bet that tastes delicious. Oh man, the skin of the chicken is always the best. But let's cut into this chicken. I'm gonna wipe my hands first. All right, let's cut into this chicken and we'll see if it's nice and juicy. Cut right down through the leg area. Yeah, it looks great. I mean, there's juice all over the cutting board here. And yeah, it's looking nice. Cut down this side, looking great. It's cooked, I would say, perfect. You cook it to 165, it's going to be pretty great. And so the legs, I want to cut through the joint of where the thigh meets with the rest of the bird. And just take a look at that. Cooked perfectly. There's no pink in there. The skin is just terrific. And now we'll check out the breast meat. And this is really where the evaporation of the beer goes into the breast meat. And I don't know if you can get a good look at that, but man, it looks just fantastic. Take a little piece off. Oh man, that is really juicy. Just absolutely perfect. If you've never tried beer can chicken, I mean, it's really fun, and the results are fantastic. I'm going to try some of this thigh meat here. Wow. So good. That skin is outrageous. But really, I mean, just a fun recipe. It's fun to show off. Use the beer can. Impress your friends. And you get great results too. So really juicy breast meat. Fantastic dark meat and skin. Give this recipe a try if you haven't before. It's definitely worth it. Use the technique where you put the bricks in to lower it down into the grill, and you are going to love this recipe. Give it a try. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Leave a like if you like this video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And of course, keep on grilling.